send it out to the viewers. Maybe Ollie will show up. Maybe he won't. That's always the real mystery. Okay.
With or without Ollie this time.
Okay, I've just sent it out. Well, hopefully Ollie will show up. I'll keep an eye on the waiting room. But welcome everyone to Red Carpet Council. You're all looking very glamorous. Allison, I love the sunglasses. It's great. We have a couple people who are not going to be here tonight, so I'm going to start with their questions. The first one is Jack. So I said, Jack, despite last vote being unanimous, it seems like it was still a bit of a blindside. How does that happen? And Jack said, that's a good question, Jess. It beats me. I wasn't around all that much for pre-council shenanigans, so I'm not sure where my perspective, if I can say I know Matt was shocked. He sure looked it, but he's a very good actress. Very, very good. Okay. And then Jinx, I wrote this question before I knew Jinx was not going to be here, but it still stands. I said, Jinx, first of all, I want to say you look stunning tonight. Secondly, how fluid does someone have to be with their strategy in order to survive the season? This is a classic Jinx answer, so it might take me a second to read, but we have. Please, you look stunning tonight as well. I think Survivor includes fluidity, but the ultimate strategy, listening to a potential breakup song by Ali and AJ before the vote. The only song I ever listen to is Potential Breakup Song by Ali and AJ. I never listen to anything else. If I feel like listening to music, that's what I listen to. It's been on repeat since 2007. My iTunes consists of one song, Potential Breakup Song by Ali and AJ, and the play count is somewhere around 5,000 plays. Sorry, 50,000 plays. Oh my gosh. If you ever see me listening to music, don't even ask what song I'm listening to, because you know it is Potential Breakup Song by Ali and AJ, so why would you even ask? That's very real and valid, and I support Jinx's love of Potential Breakup Song. Okay, now for those of you who are here, let's get into your questions, which I wrote out ahead of time. Again, we love that. Let me see, Javier. So congratulations on immunity. It was a very close race, so good job. Since you are immune this round, like, how do you feel that changes the team dynamics?
I think it changed just my dynamic a bit. I'm not sweating as much, but I still have my stress ball over here that I am continuously squeezing because I'm so tense. But I think immunity makes you able to say your opinions a little louder, but also not too loud because it can come bite you the next round. So I'm just happy that I don't have to stress out so much this round, but next round is again a different issue.
Okay, I think that's very valid. It's always tough to balance throwing out names and trying to stay safe. Crow, last council, we found out you were in an indie starring role. You got sent away to go work on your indie movie. Congratulations. I hope it is good. Do you think if Matt had not used that on you, that the results would have been different at all?
Yeah, I think it would have been 9-1.
Nice, a very bold statement. Crow says basically nothing would have changed. Let me see, who do we have next? Ari. With Matt leaving, you and Crow are the only prior winners left. Do you think that being a winner in a game like this means that you get judged differently for how you're playing at all?
I would just like to remind you once again that I'm not a winner. I am the bachelor, so it's not really like I do think that there is a target on my back because of that, because I'm literally in this screen, I'm the center of attention right now. So I do worry about that a little bit. As far as this alleged winners label, I just don't really resonate with that. So not really.
Ari said, I do not see Sunset Rodeo. It does not exist. Not today.
I mean, that blinding sunset is just in my eyes right now. I can't see it.
That makes sense. I understand that. Eve, we've talked a little bit pre-merge about like pre-game relationships, whether it's from games, or it's friendships. And it seems like in this game at this point, everyone is like pretty good friends with each other. So pre-game stuff doesn't matter so much, but like, how do you still balance all of that together when voting?
I think that at a certain point in the game, you have to kind of realize what is a point where you kind of have to leave that behind. You know what I mean? I feel like, yeah, there's just a certain point where you can't really worry about those things anymore, and you just have to understand that, like, we're at Final 9. Everyone here, like, everyone in this cast has been so amazing. I haven't loved, like, a single vote that has happened. Like, but at the end of the day, someone's got to go every round. It's how the game works, right? So at some point, you're going to have to vote out your friends, because at some point, even if you met them before the game or during the game, we're all friends now. So it's like we're always voting out a friend. That's
That's
it.
true. That is the hard part of orgs. It's the fun part, but it's also, I think, the hardest part. It's how do you balance all of that together? MJ, you have now won 2 immunity idol clues compared to everyone else who has won 0. Is it kind of like a Schrodinger's idol almost, where like even if you don't have it, people are just going to assume you have it because you have the clues, or like how does that work exactly?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, I do think that winning both of those gave me like a very obvious public edge in taking those steps ahead. But I also like with this current state of things, it's also like a very public situation to move ahead. So I think that people have the knowledge that other people are making steps here, and it's not just like all attention on me for it. Maybe maybe I'm ahead of everybody else. Maybe I'm not too far ahead of everybody else, or maybe I've fallen behind in the past 24 hours now. But I don't think that there's like if anybody's really thinking about how the system works, I don't think that I can like 100% confidence be pinpointed as he's in possession of an idol. But people can feel free to think so, by all means, if that keeps me from getting votes.
Gotta do the classic Rupert rock in the pocket. Although I don't know how you do that online. You could figure that out. Ali, one thing that I've kind of noticed in games before is sometimes the first like 2 or 3 jurors can really, really set the tone for how the whole jury ends up perceiving whoever ends up being at the end. So with that, like, how do you think right now Matt and Lindy are feeling about everyone left in the game? You are on mute, so we can't hear you.
Okay, I need to press unmute. How do Matt and Lindy feel about all of our games right now?
Yeah,
What
or
was the
just
question?
like what kind of a tone do you think they're setting as jurors?
For Javier, I think they see him as like a great person, great individual who's like not skated by, just played a really good game. I think so. Allison, black glasses, looks great. Like, I think Lindy and Matt love Allison. Crow, I don't know how Matt feels about Crow after that comment, but I think Crow will be a good person to take because he's not going to get Matt's jury vote. Ari, honestly, like, Ari is here for The Bachelor, They're not a threat. They used to be on Sunset Rodeo, but not this time. They're no threat. They're easy Final 3 GOAT. Eve, who doesn't love Eve? Like, their charisma, I would think Matt and Lindy love Eve and will vote for Eve at the end. And MJ, who loves MJ? Some days he's not here, some days he's here, but there's some, it don't matter. Maybe he won't even appear at Final Tribal Council. Who knows? And for me, as everyone knows, this is my charity game. I'm here to win, and y'all are my puppets.
That was amazing. The library is now closed. Thank you, Ali, for that wonderful answer. And then Allison, last but not least, at this point, how do you balance being present enough in the game that you're seen as making moves without becoming so much of a target that you're just the next to go?
I'm gonna oh my god. I'm gonna answer honestly, I don't know. That's all I have to say. I really don't. I have absolutely no clue. That's my answer.
That's amazing. I love the honesty. I don't think does anyone know? I don't think so. None of us know what we're doing ever. Okay. With that, Red Carpet Council is always an open forum. We're about to head into the auditorium or wherever we go in this scenario. But if anyone has something you'd like to say before we go to cast our votes, now would be the time to say it.
My offer for next week still stands. You win immunity, give it to me. I show up to council in maid outfit. That's it.
We love that offer.
One-time offer, two-time offer, actually, it's the second time.
A one-time offer, but you'll be offering it twice.
And again, I'll be offering it for the rest of the season.
Okay. Unless anyone else has anything to say, we are going to go to the votes. It's the wonderful, it's not a potential breakup song. I'm sorry. I don't know how to play that on here. It's the usual music. You've got 3 minutes to cast or change your votes, and then I'll see you back here. Have fun.
Kubate Guani Sarro
Okay, welcome back. If anyone has an immunity idol or another advantage you would like to play, now would be the time to do so. Okay, I do have a message from Jack. I'm going to do my best to do a Jack impression here. He says, Crow, can we combine the half idols and use it on me?
No.
Okay. You're sure you don't want to use it on Jack?
Yes.
Jack. No using it on Jack. Okay. He says, that makes me very upset. In that case, I would like to play my own hidden immunity idol on myself. I can confirm this is in fact a hidden immunity idol for Jack. It is a real idol, so all votes for Jack will not count. He then had another follow-up message, which he says, Crow, if you would like to combine idol hats to save your own life right now, that is too bad. It is not happening. All right. Anyone else?
You know what?
Yes.
I'll play my 50-50 coin on myself.
Okay. I can confirm this is in fact a 50-50 coin. Give me 1 minute. We're not gonna use a spinner for this one. Hang on. Okay, so what I have here, I have a little loonie. It's a Canada coin. This is tails. This is heads. I'm gonna flip it and you're gonna call it. If you call it correctly, you will be immune. If you do not, you will not be immune. See if I can catch it. I've never flipped a coin before. I'm just gonna throw it in the air. Okay, is it heads or tails?
Heads.
It is heads, so Crow is also immune. All votes for Crow will also not count. Anybody else? Okay. Once the votes are read, the decision is final. The person voted out will be given a minute to say their goodbyes before they head on out to the jury. I will read the votes. First vote, Jack does not count. Second vote, Jack does not count. Third vote, Jack does not count. Fourth vote, Jack does not count. We're at no votes for anybody. Fifth vote, Jinx. Sixth vote, Allison. Seventh vote, Eve. We have 1 vote for Allison, Jinx, and Eve, and we only have 1 vote left to read. The next person voted out, and the third member of our jury is Eve. Eve, I love you so much. You are always a wonderful joy to have. Definitely a very iconic and dramatic way to exit, but unfortunately, your time is done. If you have any final words to say, now would be the time to say them.
I will always forever be an icon and a star. I really wanted to win, but I guess I don't know. If you're in on this, you're going down. I'm hexing you. You're done. I promise. Bye.
We love a good hex from our local celebrity, Eve. Eve is always a delight to have, and judging by the advantages and people's reactions, that was definitely unexpected. So we'll see what happens in the future.